People often say you should be yourself. What is wrong with being yourself? I was always told to be myself, but when I did, everyone hated me for it. I was a weird kid growing up. I had a strange sense of humor, and I was really into things like bugs and reptiles. I was always the odd one out, and I got bullied a lot for it. My parents always told me to just be myself, and that people would like me for who I was, but that never happened. In high school, I tried to be myself, and I ended up with no friends. I was the kid who sat alone at lunch, and no one wanted to be around me. I was constantly made fun of, and I hated it. I ended up changing who I was just to fit in. I started dressing differently, and I stopped talking about the things I liked. I pretended to be someone I wasn't, and it worked. I made friends, and people actually liked me, but I wasn't happy. I felt like I was living a lie, and I hated it. After high school, I decided to go back to being myself. I thought that in college, people would be more accepting, but I was wrong. I ended up with no friends again, and I was back to being the weird kid. I realized that being myself just wasn't working. I ended up changing who I was again, and I finally found a group of friends who liked me for who I was pretending to be. I was happy, but I knew it wasn't real. Now, I'm in my 30s, and I still struggle with being myself. I've learned that sometimes being yourself just isn't enough. People can be cruel, and they won't always accept you for who you are. I found a balance between being myself and fitting in, but it's not easy. I wish I could just be myself without worrying about what others think. But that's not the world we live in.